Hey everyone, it's Chad from Colorado Giants. I want to say Happy New Year. Today is January 1st. It's what is it? Saturday. So I figured since I had a little time, I would do a quick update and give you guys the status on your seeds and kind of a little bit of what we have going on this year. So stick around. So literally everybody in the house is taking a nap other than me, which is fine because it's nice and quiet. If you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. We finally got our first big snow of the season. I don't know when I say big, it's maybe like 3 or 4 inches, but it's good to see a little moisture. If you watched the news, you saw on Thursday, Colorado had a really big fire. There was like 1,000 houses and businesses destroyed by this fire. And it's because we haven't had any moisture this winter. It's been really, really dry. And it's not like a mountain town, somewhere in the mountains that you see towns get burned up in California sometimes. This isn't like a neighborhood. This is like big neighborhoods like where I live. So that was not good to see. It was a little disconcerting to see that amount of damage. So, nothing but good thoughts to go out to those people. And if you're anywhere that has, fire danger and whatnot, golly, that just is horrible. So, yeah, fire's bad. So we hope that you had a really great Christmas with Max being 3 and Charlotte being 1. This was like the best Christmas ever. Grandma was able to come out, and speaking of, Grandma came out and she put seeds in packages so I can start to put those seeds in these bubbles and send them out to everybody who sent them in. Now that we're in the new year, there's probably, I don't think the camera can see the whole stack, but we got about 40 of them here. And before the video is done, I'll pause it. I'm gonna read some of these. I really have only opened 1 or 2, and I will pick out some of the coolest messages, and I'll share them with everybody here today. But what do we got going on in 2022? There's a handful of things that I want to share with you that are my personal goals for this year, and I think they could be goals for anybody that's growing giant pumpkin or whatnot, and just my personal plans for the year. So in general, everybody always has your New Year's resolution, whatnot. I really don't do New Year's resolutions. I just make kind of goals. My biggest goal for the year is to do better, predominantly in time management, but just better. If I'm going to do something, I want to do better at it. If I want to lose some weight, which I do, I want to do a good job or a better job at following through with my commitment. I want to do a better job at growing giant pumpkins. Like this year, we're only going to go 3. So if I grow 3 giant pumpkins, it's my hope that I can do a better job taking care of those 3 pumpkins rather than growing 4 and getting, less than prime results. I think last year I grew 4 and I did pretty good, but I think just in general, with my goal that I'm setting for myself, I really just want to do 3. And hopefully if I just do 3 on 3 better pumpkins than I did this year. If not, whatever. But I think I'm just going to grow, I am just going to grow 3 pumpkins this year. I might do a watermelon too. Undecided. The other thing that we got going on this year is that I'm buying a piece of equipment. I'm buying a tractor. There's lots of tractors out there. I had narrowed it down between the Kubota and the John Deere. Man, the seats fell off the chair. And I was really leaning heavily towards Kubota, but ultimately I decided on the John Deere. The 2 pieces of equipment are very close to one another. There's Mahindra, Fergie Madison, New Holland, John Deere, and Kubota are like the main ones, with John Deere and Kubota being kind of the top tier out of those 5 different ones. Kubota, made in Japan, good tractor, good bang for your buck. John Deere, made in the USA, and they're both really good. They're both really close. The two biggest things that went into making my decision, this might be 3 or 4, actually, is number 1, availability. If you're trying to buy a vehicle right now or you watch the news, you know that it's just hard to get things and stuff. Man, apparently tractors were the same. Last year when we were in the thick of the pandemic, everybody bought a tractor and they still haven't gotten caught up. So I was really looking at the Kubota, and they had the tractor on their lot, but it would have been several months before they had the bucket for it, the scooper, the bucket, and I just didn't really want to wait that long. And then at the same time, I was really mulling that over, deciding if I wanted to wait. John Deere reached out to me, and they had a tractor that fit my my kind of criteria, and they were willing to give me a screaming deal on it because they had it as a display. And I don't care how many butts have been in the seat. I just care how much it cost and the hours on the machine. So ultimately, I'm going to get a 4 Series tractor from John Deere. It is the 40 something or other, 40, the 4066R. So that is a 60 horsepower tractor. And it'll be able to do everything that we want it to do, that we needed to do here now. And, eventually we want to move somewhere with a little more land, and it'll be able to do that for us there. So, plus it'll be able to lift 2,000 pounds. So if I grow that 2,000 pound pumpkin, we don't have to be super sketchy lifting it with a engine hoist. We can do something a little safer, so Calvin and I aren't falling off the ladders and freaking out my son and all that good stuff. Plus, it will really help us to push forward with projects that we want to do at our house. Landscaping, spreading of more wood chips, etc., some dirt work. So having a piece of equipment will really help expedite all of those things. I definitely did not buy it just for pumpkins because that would be silly, though I would do that. That's something that I would do, but it's not the primary reason. So with all that being said, I'll be right back. I'm going to read some of these. I'm going to open these up. I'll read some and I'll share a few of my favorites with you. Okay, so I just got done reading everything. It's been about 45 minutes. And just, forewarned, the video is going to be a little longer than usual because there's lots of great little snippets I want to share with you guys and some questions. If I don't read yours out loud, it doesn't mean anything. It's that I got almost 50 envelopes here and little notes, and I wanted to pick out some of the ones that have questions. Or like Scott here, Scott says, "Thank you for your generosity. I hope you have the best grow yet. Go Niners." So shout out to the Niners is a good way to get me to say thanks. There's a few of those in here actually. So then what I do with like Scott, so Scott is from Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I'm going to put this in here, and Scott said $5 too. Thank you so much, Scott. I really appreciate that. Again, it's never necessary, but thank you very much. I'll put that in here so that when I make these, I'll go ahead and I'll have Scott's note in his bubble, and I'll write him a response. I'll put in the seeds, and then we'll go away. Before I get into that, I have a few things that reading through are a couple of questions that I wanted to answer. Unfortunately, the GPC convention that's in March has been canceled due to COVID again. The Omicron or Omicron, however you want to say it. I look at it in like robot terms. So the Omicron robot cancel that. It's my understanding that they're going to mail me my coat. So as soon as I get the GPC coat, I'll put that on and I'll strut around for you guys so you can see it too. There was a few bubbles, and it's been brought up online about growers selling seeds versus getting your seeds from a seed auction or, sources like that. Support your local clubs. There are so many of you guys who have sent me seeds or sent me bubbles that I'm going to send you seeds that you have local clubs in your area, like North Carolina. I'm not sure if you have a club, but lots of Wisconsin, Ohio, Massachusetts. I can only take you so far. I show you what works for me and what I do. But the key to really getting ahead in your giant pumpkin growing is maximizing what you can do in your area. So find other growers in your area, take what I learned, use it for what it's worth, and then, gather more information from local growers. So I highly encourage you to find local clubs. Go to bigpumpkins.com, and from bigpumpkins.com, you can find, that's like the main hub for pumpkin people. Also on Facebook, there's some groups like Garden of Giants is Chris Brown. That's a good one. And Backyard Giant Growers. That's a good one too. Those are the two that I frequent. And then there's a lot more. So plug yourself in, ask questions. You know, people who roll around in dirt and try to grow a vegetable to enormous size typically are good people. So, you know, don't have any reservations with like, you know, are we going to be judgy or asking dumb questions? I ask dumb questions all the time. I do dumb stuff all the time, but you learn from it and you get better. But when it comes to selling seeds versus buying seeds versus from a club or something, do whatever you like. Supporting the clubs is a good thing, and that's always my primary way that I get my seeds is I go to Big Pumpkins, and each club has a seed auction, and then you buy them. Like I got this from the California Growers Auction, so this is another 2350 Ginger. This is the pumpkin. This is the seed that grew Miss Juana last year, and it did so well. I think I might try it again. So I got one of these seeds. This seed cost me like $100, and if Emily's watching, it cost me like $50. So you know, good seeds like primo seeds are going, like proven seeds are going to cost you some money. But with that being said, there's so many good seeds out there. Like the seed that you're going to get from me if you ask for it, Miss Juana, is essentially that seed. It's a little bit different, but it's that seed. It has that genetic lineage. Just like if you're working with animals or human beings, you know, two blonde, blue-eyed parents will probably have a blonde, blue-eyed baby. It's the same kind of principle. So, you know, if you want to buy your seeds from somebody who's selling them, go ahead, but try to support your local clubs. And of course, I will always be happy to give them out to you for free, as well as many other growers. So during the downtime, with that being said, make sure you check out other YouTube channels. I'm just one of many. The Growing Giants guys, Mark Clements, Backyard Secrets, I forget his channel name off the top of my head, but it's like Growing Giants and Home Tips. Josiah Brandt has a channel. Travis Ginger, he kind of started a channel a little bit, the guy who grew this one. Had some videos up that are really good. And I know I'm forgetting some people. Danny has a cool channel. And there was one other one. Oh yeah, Mike. Moby Mike has a good channel, and he grew what could have been the biggest pumpkin in the United States and had a crack on it. But all these guys are, you know, just wealth of information. And if you take everybody's information, you conglomerate it into something that works for you, that's even better. And that's all I had. I had some notes that I wrote down. So with that being said, I want to share with you guys some of my favorites in no particular order in any way, shape, or form. So here's one from Chris in actually Arvada, Colorado. So Chris, I want to say, make sure you bring your pumpkins to a weigh-off. And that goes for anybody. If you're growing a giant pumpkin, try to take that thing to a weigh-off. You know, share it with everybody because it's a lot of fun. She says, hey Chad, we actually met before, believe it or not. I sold you several bearded dragons at your store in Lakewood back in the day. When I started growing pumpkins for my granddaughter Gracie, I wanted to grow big. So I saw your channel and it took me a while, but I remembered that it was you. Anyways, I followed your instructions to the T. I was able to grow a 130-pound pumpkin and several around 100 pounds. Some of the cursive writing. I expanded my gardening area to allow for bigger pumpkins, and I hope to hit 300 to 500 pounds next season. Thank you for the seeds. It would be an honor to grow your legacy seed in my patch. Hope you and your family have a Merry Christmas. Thanks, Chris. Chris, thank you so much. That's awesome. Hopefully you come to a weigh-off in Colorado. We got 4 of them, and we can meet again and we can talk about reptiles and giant pumpkins. So there's more than one reptile and giant pumpkin nerd out there. That's awesome. Let's see. I'll try and do it fast so the video doesn't get much past 10 minutes. I try and keep them at 10 minutes or less. Mike sent $5. Thank you, Mike. Hi, Chad. Thank you for the content and generosity. I'm sharing your seeds to my two daughters, Olivia and Charlie. Olivia's 7 and Charlotte, sorry, not Charlie. Charlotte is 5, another Charlotte. I like it. Grow pumpkins with me every year. I wish you good luck in 2020 and health. And this one, there's actually 2 bubbles in this one, so I wanted to tell you guys, if you have an envelope, and you can put more than 1 bubble in there. So if you want to send one to you and one to your cousin in, I don't know, I'm trying to come up with something snarky, in San Francisco, California, and they're going to grow a pumpkin in their container on their balcony, and you're going to make a competition out of it, that's fine. Send me 2. I'll send seeds to both of you. Yeah. Chad, thank you for the seeds. My children will be growing for our local festival. Hopefully, this will give them a leg up on all the pills. Thanks again, Brad. So Brad sent $5 too. Man, you guys are awesome. Again, you don't have to send anything, just a nice note. But $5 is awesome. Thank you. So that's cool. And I saved this one because Brad's in Michigan. There is a lot of giant pumpkin people in Michigan. So, get your kids involved. Go to a Michigan way off. I even think I have another one from Michigan I'm going to show you here in a second. Illinois. This one was cool. Rosie says hi to Charlotte. So, I work at the local Christmas tree farm. It's called Dickey's Family Farm. These are the folks my wife and I grew the 6,288 pumpkins for in 2001. I think, if I remember correctly, he sent me an email. And you guys were the older couple who definitely should hire some help to help you harvest 6,000 small pumpkins because it's young people work. I watched all your videos and wanted to grow some big pumpkins. If you could send me a circle of seeds, that would be great. So they included this with a picture of Rosie. Rosie's 14 years old and due to have a baby in April of 2022. And Rosie, I don't know if you can see it. Rosie looks like a reindeer sticking her tongue out. That's awesome. I'm definitely going to show this to Charlotte. Thank you so much. That's really cool. As I am now a father and I get a little older, I'm a real softie for stuff like that. When I was younger, I still am a bit of a hard ASS at times, but having kids will really change a guy. Richard from Washington. Chad, thank you for all the knowledge, all the knowledgeable videos you post throughout the year. Hopefully I could beat my personal best of 475 pounds with one of your seeds next season. Good luck in 2022. Have a Merry Christmas, Rich. Thanks, Rich. I really appreciate that. I'm positive. I'm confident. I'm supremely confident you will be able to grow a 700-pound pumpkin. So we got like 5 more. Stick with me. We'll get through this together. Really cool Christmas card. I just wanted to show you guys that one. There was several Christmas cards. Thank you for sharing your seeds and knowledge. Happy holidays to you and your family. Best Renee. Thank you very much. That's really cool. Also, there was a handful of these that were lacking postage. Like, I'm going to call you out, Jacob. I'm going to call you out. Jacob in New Mexico. He sent me seeds, bubbles before. He forgot postage. No big deal. Everybody who's included a few bucks, that's what it's going to. If you don't have enough postage on there, no big deal. We got you. This one was really cool. This is kind of long. I might abbreviate it. Hey Chad, I've been watching your channel since the beginning, since your beginning of this year in 2021. I doubt that you're anything, but seeds from Dakota. So Dakota sent me some seeds from his 52-pound pumpkin this year. So thank you, Dakota. I appreciate that. Oops, sounds like I need it. Only got like 5 or 6 more. Norm from Pennsylvania also sent a seed. That's really cool. I appreciate you guys. Norm said, 3 years ago, I stumbled upon your channel when I was researching how to grow watermelons. These videos were from your previous house and I was immediately hooked. I saw your giants. I saw you growing these giants in your backyard and the light bulb appeared above my head. My source of growing knowledge in my first year was you, Bubba, and Jake. My first pumpkin was 535 pounds. Awesome. And last year I grew a 706-pound pumpkin and a 721. My goal was 725. Oh man, so close. Next year I'll be 1,000 pounds. Looking forward to growing some Chad New Orange. P.S. Steve Geddes was kind enough to give me some of his extra seeds, paying his good deed forward. And he sent me a 2060 patent seed, which is from, has my 2005, the 2005 haste in there. So that's actually a pretty good seed. So thank you so much for that, Norm. That's awesome. 1,000 pounds this year, piece of cake. Plus in Seattle, you got water, or Washington, you got water, and that's a good climate for growing giant pumpkins. There's a lot of big pumpkins coming out of Washington. Adam Weber from Michigan again. You guys, Michigan guys, there's giant, big pumpkins. He was the postman, I believe. Hi Chad, I'd love to get some seeds from you. 2022 will be my second year growing. I sent you some seeds from my favorite melons and also giant cantaloupe. And since I'm a mail carrier, here are some cool stamps in there. Awesome. Thank you so much, Adam. I actually collect stamps. I'm not like a serious stamp collection. I just have enough stamps where Emily gives me a hard time and asks why I'm keeping all these stamps around. I'm like, because it's Star Wars and they're awesome. And why not? And then, yeah, that's awesome. So sent me some of his own seeds. So appreciate that, guys. That's awesome. Keep the circle going. Plus more stamps, so Emily can, I'm saying that a little loud too because I think she's in the other room, can give me a hard time about. Gary from North Carolina, what did Gary say? Enjoyed watching all of your year on YouTube channel this year. You did a great job sharing things to do. I tried my luck this year and had one growing good. Then we had a week's worth of rain and it drowned. I don't think I put enough sand into the pumpkin. Looking forward to 2022. Merry Christmas. God bless you and your family. P.S. Have you tried growing a giant tomato or watermelon? Thank you for the seeds. So definitely put, if you have a lot of water, elevate your pumpkin off the ground. I have tried growing a giant tomato. I actually had the state record for Colorado for like a week, and then I got beat because it's not a very big one. In the coming, one of these years, I'll try another one again because I think you can grow really big tomatoes in like a pot and it wouldn't take up a lot of space and it'd be simple. We're getting to the good ones. The best ones, sorry. These aren't good. They're really neat ones that have like pictures and stuff. Kyle from Ohio. Thank you for the hours of entertainment and education this year on YouTube. My 3 daughters and I enjoyed watching and learning and hope to try our hand this next season here in Ohio. This year we successfully grew 200 small pumpkins in our 50 by 100 pumpkin patch, but it gave us the itch to go big next year. I like it. With your help and generosity, our goal is to get one pumpkin above 500 pounds. Thank you so much. Keep up the great work. We look forward to following along with you next year. I'm still lost when it comes to chemicals, fertilizer, pesticides, etc. What exactly to use, how to use it, when to use, and all of that stuff. So that's a challenging one, and the video is getting long, so I don't want to get too wordy because we're like 20 minutes long already. So I will go over this. That's a hard question to answer, but I can give you and everybody some basic guidelines that will help you just in general throughout the year, that will help you kind of make some choices when it comes to what to use and when. So we got a picture from Jake. My personal best was 324 pounds and 373 pounds. I was hoping I could get some more seeds, hoping for a 500 pounder. And that's pretty awesome. Jake sent a picture of his pumpkin and some giant sunflowers back there. Jake, no problem. You got some seeds. I'll send you one of each. Let's see, Justin from, again, a Pennsylvania guy. Ohio, Pennsylvania. Lots of good growers there. Justin sent $5. You guys are awesome. I found your channel this summer and really enjoyed it. Awesome. you give away seeds, and I would appreciate some. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Justin. You got it, guys. No worries. It's just spreading the giant pumpkin love. I also encourage you to do the same. You know, a few people now growing pumpkins that kind of watched me and other people's YouTube channels. Now they have YouTube channels. It's great. Heavenly Hills Homestead, that's another one. So keep it going. When you are somebody in the giant pumpkin world, I'm not really anybody in the giant pumpkin world, but when you become somebody, give away your seeds too. Thanks so much for sharing your seeds. I've never grown giant pumpkins before, so I don't have any pictures to show. My husband and I are looking forward to growing giant pumpkins on our homestead in central Oklahoma. Merry Christmas, Karen. Karen, you're gonna do a great job. Just think of it as like you're growing anything else, but more. Giant pumpkins are like any other plant, but again, more water, more food. We showed you this one on the last video, Dan with his big pumpkin. How awesome is that? I wanted to show you guys these really cool envelopes that somebody got. I need to find some of these. These ones are going to South Dakota. I think this is this one. Thanks for all the great videos. Go 49ers. Obviously a family of impeccable character. And then we're down to the last few. Mark Runyon. This one's really cool. Mark. Hey Chad, thanks. Hey Chad, hope this finds you and your family having a great holiday season. I've been following your pumpkin growing on YouTube the past couple of seasons and have really enjoyed it. I'm sure I'm not the only one that appreciates the detailed description of what you do and why. It really helps out us novice growers. I'm still rocking the Colorado Giants t-shirt that I won in the giveaway back in July. I'm really into Halloween and only get into pumpkin growing for the 2 years. The first year we grew a whopping 60-pound pumpkin, but this year I grew 117, 150, and 285-pound pumpkin. The last one was pretty funny. I made an 80-square-foot raised bed with shade cloth and mist system to cover it. I was going to cultivate a pumpkin or two, but all the female flowers, blah, I'm trying to shorten it, built a wooden platform. That's really awesome. Mark, you got it. So Mark, look at that sweet t-shirt, and that's what he had to build to lift his pumpkins up. So maybe I should get some shirts and we could like sell them for whatever they cost. Comment below if you would be interested in the shirt. I think when I made them, I sharded. They were like $15 or something, so maybe like $20 with shipping. If you want a shirt, let me know. We can probably make that happen. Oh, Chad, thank you for all you do and share your knowledge on YouTube. It's fun to watch. May 2020 be your best year yet. From Nick Edward. And then two more. Charlotte, come here. I got a thank you card. This is probably the success story of the season. From Brian in Wyoming. Wisconsin. I wasn't saying Wyoming the whole time. WI, Wisconsin. So he grew 2 huge pumpkins. He's a rookie grower. This one was 1,430 pounds. I was kind of following his grow online. And then this one was 1,289, and they both went heavy too. So those were seeds that I believe those are both new seeds. So Brian did an awesome job. Great job, Brian. I'm sure you were up there when it comes to rookie growers last year, so great job. Uh-oh. Mom took away the garbage that Charlotte was playing with. And then Jason sent 2 really cool things. He's a beekeeper, and he sent me some black locust honey, which I pretty much had just run out of, so that's awesome that he gave me some more honey. And then he also sent a loofah. So he grew some loofah gourds, and they dried them out, and he sent a loofah. So now Emily can scrub the bunions off her feet with this here loofah gourd. Charlotte, you want to come say hi? And that's it, everybody. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for watching and waiting through this long video. It's longer than normal, but there were so many really cool things and notes that I wanted to share. I will get all these sent out here in the next probably week or so. now that I've made a mess of the kitchen area, I will clean it up since we're having Charlotte's 1-year birthday party tomorrow. She was December 23rd, so I'm 2 days after on the 27th, and she's 2 days before on the 23rd. So it's her 1-year birthday tomorrow, so Emily will want me to clean up the mess. So thanks for holding through the video, sticking with us. Charlotte's gonna make a mess now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you here pretty soon. See ya. Bye.